So, it was recently reported by the Wall Street Journal that Boeing is in the very early stages of designing a new single-aisle airplane. If we consider the fact that the 737 will probably not see another generation after the MAX, we would assume that this new single-aisle aircraft would take the place of the 737 family. But let's take a look at this news and what is known so far. Earlier this year, Boeing CEO Kelly Ortberg met with officials from Rolls-Royce and discussed a new engine for the aircraft. We actually reported on this with a video released on July 1st. It's also reported that Ortberg recently appointed a new senior product chief in the commercial planes business. The prior role of this individual? Developing a new aircraft type. Furthermore, as noted by 1 Mile at a Time, Boeing has been working on designing the flight deck of a new narrow-body aircraft, and this comes from people familiar with the plans. Our bet is that Boeing is still a few years away from announcing the launch of a new program. After all, these things take a lot of time and careful planning. It could be argued that Boeing's 737 MAX fiasco happened because it rushed to get an aircraft to market that could compete with the A320neo family of jets from Airbus. We have to also remember that in 2022, Boeing CEO at the time, David Calhoun, claimed that Boeing wouldn't work on a clean-sheet aircraft this decade, citing a lack of advancement in technology that would offer enough performance/efficiency increases. Of course, that was then, and this is now, and Ortberg is most certainly allowed to chart a different path from his predecessor. But that's really all that is known so far about the development of a new Boeing single-aisle aircraft. And so you can see that details are scarce and sadly leaves too much room for reckless speculation. However, it's clear that in order to stay competitive, Boeing should be doing this work and it needs to happen as soon as possible. This is in order to get a 737 MAX replacement to market sometime in the 2030s. Especially since we know that Airbus is already working on its A320 family replacement, what it is calling, for now, the NGSA, or Next Generation Single-Aisle Aircraft. We have to wonder how exactly a new Boeing design would deviate from the legacy 737 design. We can imagine that the aircraft would be higher off the ground to accommodate larger engines. Perhaps cargo holds will be large enough to fit containers as well. We'll just have to wait and see. But what would you like to see in a 737 MAX replacement? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.